Hello and welcome back to 365 Days with mxmtoon. I'm Maia, a singer, songwriter, video maker, Oakland native, and a wannabe game show contestant. I'm also a huge fan of history. I love untold stories, gross facts, hidden secrets, anything weird, dark, and funky from the past. So each day, I'm going to share one of my favorite deep cuts with you. So let's take a look at today's story.
It's 365 with mxmtoon. New facts every day, so don't leave too soon. I'm gonna teach you stuff, no it won't be tough. Gonna go a year till you've had enough. It's 365 mxmtoon.
On this day in 1964, the first episode of Jeopardy aired on NBC. Over 8,000 episodes later, the primetime quiz show remains a highly beloved and nightly staple in American homes. Let's look back on the legacy of this long-lasting game show. Sometimes the things that end up catching on are just simple variations of what we already know. So we know that people love trivia competitions, but what if the host gave the answers and the contestants responded with the corresponding questions? Thus, the idea behind Jeopardy was born. Jeopardy was created by Merv Griffin, a Broadway actor, big band singer, and radio star who also wrote the iconic Jeopardy theme music titled Think. In 2005, when a New York Times reporter asked Griffin to estimate how much money he made off that jingle, he replied, "You don't want to know. Probably $70-80 million. Griffin had served as the host of game shows like Player Hunch and Keep Talking, and he even guest hosted The Price is Right. At the time, there were few quiz shows on the air. Because of the 1950s, a scandal broke out and revealed that many game show producers were assisting contestants and rigging the games. They would tell the contestants the answers ahead of time, so that way they could manipulate who wins the game. So the idea of providing the answers to the contestants, but asking for them to provide the questions was intriguing. Even though there's usually just one correct response in Jeopardy, the nature of the game is a bit more cerebral than just knowing trivia. Sometimes categories like punny literature titles will require contestants to come up with responses like A Grave New World or A Loom with a View. Knowing trivia doesn't necessarily make you good at Jeopardy. You have to be able to think on your feet to decipher clues. So Griffin's new idea could capture what people love about quiz shows, yet make cheating less likely, since the game isn't so straightforward. NBC bought the show without even ordering a pilot. The first run of Jeopardy, hosted by Art Fleming, was actually called What's the Question? But the show got canceled after 11 years. During that time, Griffin also created Wheel of Fortune, which was almost canceled as well, but narrowly survived. It wasn't until the 1984 revival of Jeopardy that the beloved Alex Trebek would grace the stage, becoming a new member of the family for households who watched the show every night. Humble as ever, Alex Trebek always said that the real stars of Jeopardy are the contestants. And in some regards, he's right. As three players face off each other in each episode, the winner will return the following day. But up until 2003, you could only win 5 games before retiring as an undefeated champion. In 2004, we met Ken Jennings, a game show contestant who would soon become a household name. He lucked out with the timing of his appearance. To this day, he has the longest running win streak on Jeopardy with 74 straight wins. He earned over $2.4 million in his initial run, but now, after appearing on multiple iterations of the Jeopardy Tournament of Champions, his total winnings on the show amount to about $4.5 million. There was something hypnotic about watching him deftly maneuver the game board, providing the responses to answers about everything from classical composers to Seinfeld. When he ultimately lost, it was national news. Surprisingly, the 57-year-old game show aged beautifully into the social media era. Now, contestants can go viral for funny responses, quirky banter, or of course, impressive win streaks. In a Jeopardy Teen Tournament championship match, Leonard Cooper had already earned enough money to guarantee his win for the entire tournament going into Final Jeopardy. He didn't know the correct response to the military men prompt, though, so he wrote as a response, "Who is some guy in Normandy? But I just won $75,000. In 2016, an LA music exec, Buzzy Cohen, held a win streak for 9 episodes, and he opted to wager nothing during Final Jeopardy so he could taunt the host with witty responses like, "Who is, you aren't rid of me yet, Trebek?" He earned the nickname Mr. Personality from the beloved host. In November 2020, Alex Trebek passed away at age 80 after living for almost 2 years with stage 4 pancreatic cancer. He had continued to tape episodes of Jeopardy, even just days before his death, and when you watch his final episodes, you can't even tell he's struggling. It might feel strange to grieve a celebrity's death when you don't know him personally, but Alex Trebek's wry humor and calming voice had been a staple for decades in so many families' nightly rituals. In November 2019, about a year before Trebek's death, a player wrote, "We love you, Alex," as his response to Final Jeopardy. Alex got choked up, and the clip went viral. Now, a rotating cast of celebrities are hosting Jeopardy in the interim. Ken Jennings hosted for a few months, saying, "Thank you, Alex," at the end of each episode. Then the show's executive producer, Mike Richards, and TV journalist Katie Couric stepped in, and soon, actress Maia and NFL quarterback Aaron Rodgers will offer the answers too. It's not clear what the future holds for Jeopardy. Maybe this rotation of hosts will continue on, constantly offering fans something new. But what we do know is that both Alex Trebek and the show itself hold a special place in the daily lives of so many Americans. Now let's talk about music. On this day in 2017, Kendrick Lamar released a new song and a music video for Humble, which was the first release off of his album, Damn. The video opens up with an iconic shot of Kendrick dressed in white robes like a pope, illuminated by the light from a single open window, then cuts to a scene of the rapper lying atop a table of cash. He inserts himself into Catholic iconography like a scene of the Last Supper, but then also references historic moments in rap music. The song won 3 Grammys for Best Rap Performance, Best Rap Song, and Best Music Video, but the whole album, Damn, shined even more. With Damn, Kendrick Lamar became the first rap artist to win the Pulitzer Prize for music. And now for our final segment of today's show, I'm going to be going back into my own photo archives to see what I was up to on a March 30th in my life. On March 30th, 2018, I took a screenshot of the top cities that stream my music for mxmtoon. My number 1 was Mexico City. My number 2 was Los Angeles. My 3rd was Santiago, Chile. And I had a bunch of other South American and Central American countries and cities located on there. I also had my top countries. My top country was the United States. The 2nd was Mexico. 3rd was Brazil. 4th was Chile. And 5th was the United Kingdom. And let me just update you on what those things look like now in 2021. So 3 years after I took that screenshot, this is where the top cities are now in the world. In number 1, I have Los Angeles in the United States with 76,000 people listening to mxmtoon on the daily. Chicago is 2nd with 76,000 and under 100 from where Los Angeles is. So the two are pretty neck and neck. My 3rd most popular city is Sydney, Australia. My 4th is Jakarta, Indonesia. And 5th is Dallas, Texas, United States. That's a very different demographic than the ones that I taken a screenshot of in 2018. But what I find most wild is that the top city for me when I was making music in 2018 was Mexico City, and I had 8,000 people listening to me there. 76,000 people in Los Angeles alone now listen to my music every month. That's wild. I couldn't even dream of the fact that my job would turn into being the thing it is today. I was so excited about having 8,000 people listening to me in Mexico City. And I'm still excited about having anybody listen to me in the world, but it's wild. I guess, I don't know. It's wild. Thank you for going back in time with me, and remember to subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts. You can come back tomorrow for more stories from yesteryear. I'll see you then.
It's 365 with mxmtoon. New facts every day, so don't leave too soon. I'm gonna teach you stuff, no it won't be tough. Gonna go a year till you've had enough. It's 360